Am I the asshole for asking my husband to join us in my sister's birthday since he was in the same restaurant? I, 26 female, was invited to my sister's 18th birthday a few days ago at a restaurant. My husband didn't come because he said he had a meeting dinner with some clients. This made my family feel let down, especially my sister, who wanted him there, and also her 18th birthday was a big deal to her. To my surprise, when I arrived, I noticed that my husband was having his meeting at the same place. His table was right around the corner, and he had about 4 men sitting next to him. My parents and the guests saw him as well. I waved for him and he saw me, but ignored me. He obviously was as surprised as I was. My parents asked why he didn't even come over to the table to acknowledge them after the cake arrived. I got up and walked to his table. I stood there and said, "Excuse me." My husband was silent, and I asked, after I introduced myself to the clients, if he'd take a few minutes to join me and the family in the candle blowing and say happy birthday, but he barely let out a phrase and said, "I don't think so. I'm busy right now." I insisted, saying that it'd just take a couple minutes and that it means so much to my sister. He stared at me and then stared awkwardly back at his clients. They said nothing, and he got up after my parents were motioning for me to hurry up. He sat with us while my sister blew out the candles and cut the cake. My parents insisted that he takes a piece and join us in the selfie, but he got up and walked back to his table looking pissed. We haven't talked till we met later at home. He was upset and started scolding me in front of my parents, saying I embarrassed him and made him look unprofessional and ruined his business meeting. I told him he overreacted since it only took a few minutes and it was my sister's birthday and my family wanted him to join since he was literally in the same restaurant. He called me ignorant and accused me of tampering with his work, but I responded that ignoring mine and my family's presence was unacceptable. We argued, then he started stonewalling me and refused to talk to me at all. FYI, I didn't have an issue with him missing the event, but after seeing that he was already there, then it became a different story. Also, it literally took 5 to 7 minutes. He didn't even eat or drink, just sat down and watched.
Okay, I know where I am on this one.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
Tell me.
I think I'm on his side.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, depending on like how serious the business meeting was, I don't know anything about business or business meetings to be honest. But if he was trying to like broker like a big deal or get a big deal with like a different client, even if it is 5 to 7 minutes, one, it almost looks like premature. I'm assuming is like a young professional. I think she said she was 26, right?
Yeah.
And her sister was 18.
Mm-hmm.
So like he's probably a young professional wanting to be taken seriously. Could you imagine someone coming up to him being like, "You have to come sing happy birthday to my little sister.
Yeah.
It's her birthday. My parents are over there. They want like," and you're trying to make a big deal. Like,
Yeah.
no, I'm on his side.
At first I was on hers because I was like, oh, you can just tell your clients like, oh, I just saw my wife over there. Let me go say hi. But then after reading the comments, everyone was like, said the same thing as you, that business meetings are not the same thing as dinner with friends. You can't just excuse yourself for a moment to go chat with your family. When you attend a meeting, it's expected that the people in it have cleared their schedules so the appointment won't be interrupted. You know it was a coincidence, but your husband's business partners might be thinking that you guys arranged the dinners to be in the same restaurant, and that would damage his professionalism in their eyes. Mm-hmm. Also, your husband said he didn't want to attend the celebration. He had a meeting. That sounds really important. And what do? You coerce him to participate anyway? I get why he blew up with you. Whether you realized it or not, you acted disrespectfully, unprofessionally, and you may have jeopardized his career.
Okay, That might be a little dramatic.
Yeah, I think that one was a bit dramatic. It's like he jeopardized his career. I don't know.
Maybe the deal, but like...
Yeah.
But again, I'm still on his side.
Yeah.
I mean, especially because they talked about it beforehand and like he had said like that he can't go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and they just so happen to be at the same restaurant. Like he would not... That wouldn't have been an option if not. So to me, it should have been like he's not included.
Okay, I definitely changed my mind after hearing other people's perspectives because the first time I read this, I was like, of course, just go say hi. But then I was like, yeah, I didn't think about the fact that the business partners could be like, oh, they planned this just so he could go and do both and he doesn't care about this. And yeah, okay, I learned from this one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how you always gotta like sit and digest a little bit, I guess, right?
And ask Reddit commenters what they think.
Yeah, that's why they turned to Reddit, right?